Welcome to Saju Matthew Online Safety University.
Hi sir.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine sir. How are you sir?
I'm also doing well.
Sir, I have few questions regarding the topic electricity.
Oh, electricity. Electricity is one of the major hazards at workplace, and its contribution is also very high. Overall accident scenario, if we take number of accidents, overall accidents if we take, electricity also contributes more than 21% of the accident at workplace. Reluctant approach towards electrical discipline, it is causing more than 21% overall. Globally, if you see, more than 21% of the accidents are due to electricity. Okay, please go ahead. What was the questions? Please go ahead.
So my first question is, what is electricity?
Oh, what is electricity? So before going into this discussion, we should understand one thing. Every substance are made of molecules. Molecules are made of atoms. Atoms are made of protons, neutrons and electrons. Electrons are in the outer orbit of an atom. Protons and neutrons are at the center, in the nucleus. This nucleus will always have a tendency to attract this electron towards it, and electrons will have always a tendency to go away from the catch of the nucleus. Till the pulling and the withdrawing force is equal, substance will continue as stable. Getting me? Now what happens? If the electron attains energy in any way, like for example due to friction, due to excessive heat or collision, if the electron attains more energy, naturally who is having more energy, they will get more energized and they will start moving. So when electron attains more energy, electron will start moving. The movement of electron is known as electricity, and the measure of movement of electricity is known as current. Movement of electron is known as electricity. The measure of movement of electron is known as current. Clear?
Yes sir.
Okay.
Thank you sir.
Welcome.
So my next question is, what is Ohm's law?
Oh, Ohm's law. Actually, Ohm's law, before going into discussion about the Ohm's law, we should know 2-3 terminologies. One is voltage, resistance and current. Current, I told you, it is a measure of movement of electrons. Movement of electron is known as electricity. The measure of movement of electron is known as current. Now, what is voltage? See, I will tell you a simple example. Assume that this is a pipe, and I am keeping this pipe in straight manner, and I am allowing water flow through this pipe. Situation number 1, in this straight pipe, see in this straight pipe I am allowing water flow through this. Now situation number 2, the same pipe I am tilting little bit, and again I am allowing water flow through this. Now obviously in the second situation the speed would be more, correct or not? Because there is a pressure difference between the ends of the pipe. Similarly, when electricity is passing through a conductor, if the pressure difference increases, the speed of the current flow, means current flow speed will be increasing. The pressure difference between the ends of the conductor, this is technically known as potential difference. Potential difference between the ends of the conductor, that is nothing but the pressure difference actually, like a pipe, the pressure difference between the ends of the conductor or potential difference between the ends of the conductor is known as voltage. Clear? It is very clear. When the voltage pressure difference increases, speed increases. Situation number 1 was like this. It was a straight pipe. And situation number 2, I am just tilting this pipe and allowing water flow. Now comparatively speed is more. Reason being the pressure difference is there. Now another situation. See, situation number 3. Now the pipe was straight. Now I am tilting this, I am just bending this pipe like this. Now see, this is the pipe's condition now. Now I am allowing water flow through this pipe. Naturally, when the bends increases, speed decreases. Bends are nothing but obstructions. Obstructions on the path of electricity is known as resistance. Obstructions on the path of electricity is known as resistance. Because in order to regularize the speed of current flow, we add resistance in a circuit. Clear? So now I will tell you what is Ohm's law. Ohm's law says that current I passing through a conductor is directly proportional to the voltage and inversely proportional to the resistance produced by that conductor under constant temperature and pressure. Once again, current I passing through a conductor is directly proportional to the potential difference between the ends of the conductor, that is voltage, and inversely proportional to the resistance produced by that conductor under constant temperature and pressure. Very simple. When the potential difference increases, speed increases. When the resistance increases, speed decreases. Naturally, even on a traffic route, if you have speed breakers, speed will reduce. So similarly, in a circuit also, when the resistance increases, speed decreases. When the resistance increases, speed decreases. When the pressure difference increases, speed increases. Clear? Ohm's law says that current I passing through a conductor is directly proportional to the potential difference V and inversely proportional to the resistance produced by that conductor under constant temperature and pressure. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Very good.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
So my next question is, what are the hazards associated with electricity?
Oh, very good. It's an important question. Even it is being asked in the level 3 examinations of British Safety Council, British Safety Council. So, what are the hazards associated with electricity? Very simple. Electricity can cause internal burn, external burn, cardiac arrest, muscular contraction, secondary hazards such as falling from height, then fire and explosion. It's a safety hazard, of course. Fire and explosion. The major hazards associated with electricity are internal burn, external burn, falling, secondary hazards such as falling from height, cardiac arrest, muscular contraction. These are the common hazards associated with electricity. Even arcing also. Arcing means jumping of electricity. For example, assume that this is a conductor, and if there is a gap between two conductors, current will be jumping from this conductor to this conductor through the gap. So this is known as arcing. And here there is a possibility of creating a spark. So these are the common hazards associated with electricity. Once again, the common hazards associated with electricity are internal burn, external burn, fibrillation, cardiac arrest, then muscular contraction, then secondary hazards such as falling from height, then arcing, then fire and explosion. These are the common hazards associated with the electricity. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Very good.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
So my next question is, what are the ill health effects of electricity on human body?
Very genuine question. What are the ill health effect of electricity on human body? Actually, electricity is measured in milliampere. From 0.5 to 2 milliampere, there is no much effect on our body actually. Body can bear it. From 2 milliampere to 10 milliampere, there is a possibility of mild muscular contraction. From 10 milliampere to 60 milliampere, there is a possibility of involuntary muscle grip. Involuntary muscle grip in the sense, if you catch, you won't be able to detach yourself. Clear? So, involuntary muscle grip, and this abdomen muscles start contracting. Because of the abdomen muscles contracting, what happened? Your breathing will become difficult and death possibility will increase between 10 to 60 milliampere. Then 60 to 80 milliampere, what happened? Fibrillation, ventricular fibrillation will happen. Ventricular fibrillation in the sense heart will no longer breathe. Then that can lead to cardiac arrest. Then above 80 milliampere, muscle contraction becomes severe, bones started breaking, and even internal burns can happen. Once again, up to 2 milliampere, there is no big effect on our body. Then 2 to 10 milliampere, there can be mild muscular contraction. From 10 to 60 milliampere, muscular contraction increases, involuntary muscle grip can happen. That can even cause the muscular contraction on your abdomen, which can lead to breathing difficulty. From 60 to 80 milliampere, ventricular fibrillation, and heart will no longer breathe. And above 80 milliampere, there is a possibility of muscular contraction, and bones will start breaking, and even internal burns can happen. This is a health effect on human body by electricity. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Very good.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
So my next question is, what are the factors influencing the severity of electrocution?
Oh, what are the factors influencing severity of electrocution? Before going to this discussion, I'll tell you one simple example. There is a person called current gobi. Current gobi, this current gobi is able to touch live electrical lines, but we are not. A current gobi can even touch live electrical lines, but we are unable to touch. If we touch, we will get electrocution or we will get electrical shock. Clear? So, why current gobi is not getting electrocuted and we are getting electrocuted? What is the reason behind this? It is nothing but, now here we have to see what are the factors influencing the severity of electrocution. Number one, factors influencing severity of electrocution is type of current, whether it is AC or DC. AC will have more effect than DC. AC will have more effect than DC. So, type of current is one factor deciding the severity of electrocution. Now, duration of exposure. Suppose, for example, individual is in contact with live electrical line for a long duration, severity would be high, correct or not? So, duration of exposure. Then, path of current flow. Suppose electricity is passing through the brain and or it is passing through all the vital organs of the body, naturally effect would be high. Clear? So, path of flow, or you can say path of flow. Then, the characteristics of the contact surface. Characteristics of the contact surface in the sense, if your body is wet, severity would be high. So, physical condition or characteristics of the contact portions. Clear? Then, working environment. In a wet environment, possibilities of severity could be high and possibilities of electrocution would be high in a wet environment. Clear? Then, effectiveness of the protective devices. For example, how quickly your fuse is getting melted out, or how quickly your ELCB is reacting. Suppose if the ELCB is reacting quickly, the amount of shock you are getting would be less, correct or not? So, effectiveness of the protective devices being used. So, factors influencing severity of electrocution are type of current. Then one more is amount of current. Naturally 50 volt and 230 volt and there is a big difference between this amount of current, correct or not? So, the factors influencing severity of electrocution are type of current, duration of exposure, amount of current, body resistance, contact surface, nature of the characteristics of the contact surfaces, environmental conditions, duration of exposure and path of current flow. Finally, effectiveness of the protective devices being used or in place. Clear? These are the factors influencing severity of electrocution. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Very good.
Thank you, sir.